Good evening, good afternoon, Dr. Fit fam. Today we're going to be rolling out our calf muscles. So there are a couple of reasons why we want to roll out the calf muscle. The number one reason that I can see with my clients, especially with ladies, is that they're wearing high heels all day long. So what happens is the muscles that are in the back of the calf get very, very tight and short over a period of time. And so whenever they take those heels off, the pelvis has to adjust to the elevation not being there. So if you look at my feet right now, I've got a slight elevation with my feet, with my shoes here. But if I was to elevate and come up on my toes here, elevate my heels, what happens is everything else has to shift from that. So if I'm going to be up on my toes, wearing high heels, my pelvis has to adjust. So everything on the backside of my body is compensating for the elevation of my heels. So my calves are tight. My pelvis is probably going to be tilting forward a little bit, and also there's a lot more pressure in my lower back, and I have to compensate for that. So over a period of time, those calves will get tight and you'll start to have some issues. So squatting will look more like this, just a regular squat down, whether you're sitting on on the commode at home, but squatting will look more like this if we have tight calves, and we don't want that to happen because that's a lot of pressure in my lower back. I want to be able to squat down to where I don't have that stress in my calf, and just squat straight down and right back up without my heel coming up. So that's what we're going to go over next. So Kim is going to demonstrate the calf roll. This is very important for ankle mobility. This is probably one of the most important exercises or stretches or foam rolls that you can do for ankle mobility. I truly believe that ankle mobility is underrated or understated. So we're going to roll back and forth, and then Kim is going to find a tight spot on her calf. Okay. Right there. Okay. So she's going to hold in that tight spot for about 20 to 30 seconds. And what we're going to do from here, we're going to go through what we call a little bit of plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. So I'm going to have Kim move her foot up and then down. And when she moves down, it's probably when she's going to feel the most amount of quote unquote pain. Okay. So let's go through dorsiflexion, plantar flexion again. So pulling back and then pushing down. Let's go through about 5 of these here. Pulling back, okay, and then pushing down. And pushing down. Okay, all right, so let's switch out sides. Actually, before we switch out sides, I'm going to switch out foam rollers so we can get this roller in. This could be a little bit more effective because of the ridge that is in it. Okay, right there. Okay. And again, we're going to roll back and forth. We're going to find a tight spot. Got it. Okay. So again, we're there. Let's go through plantar flexion, dorsiflexion again for about 5. Okay. So now let's go with both legs on. We're going to pick the hips up. Midsection is in very tight. I'm going to roll back and forth on that. Take your time. How we doing through there? Got it? About there. Let's go through plantar flexion, dorsiflexion again. There we go. And again, this might be very uncomfortable for you. If it's too uncomfortable, then don't do it or take some of the weight off of your leg. Because again, we don't want to alarm the body to where it says, hey, I don't like that. Let's seize up and tighten up even more. We want the body to say, okay, this is a little discomfort here, so let's loosen up. But we never want the body to revert and say, okay, hey, I'm not going to do that. It's too intense. Heart rate goes up. We don't want all that stuff happening, okay? Okay, one more. And that is your calf foam roll, okay? You guys take care.